Let's get into it. All right, chat. We got Fake GA. We got Jobless. And looks like the boys are going to start off just like they did. It's Nas, the newest edition. Clean touch and somehow gets to read that post. Psionics, please, helps out. That is nasty. Welcome to the second series of the day for Shift Summer League Europe. It is Jobless, Fake German Amigos. It is swapped. Hold on. They were supposed to be on the orange side, though. I don't know why they didn't change it. They said they were going to. But here we are. Shift Summer League. We got double round robin. Today's 3 matches. As the bump play is going to open it up. Expect that Fake GA team to play quite aggressive. Steven Nass playing pretty patient on with that. Something to consider too, though, at the top of the on the top of that, if you're sitting there watching and you have that much time to kind of just watch the play develop, you just got to go. Oli, nice, great play by Oli. Again, a little bit of a bounce dribble, wants to play that back inside with a powerful shot, but the angle's covered, so instead that little bit of space provided and just push it on through near post. Clean play and a good response here in the first minute. Trying out a fake kickoff. It's going to kick out to Nass off the ceiling, but Ixo there with a drop down pass gets a secondary touch. Guys are going to have to retreat as a quick counterattack comes on. Oli over to Nass, who just picked up the 100. And a lot of solo efforts out of the backfield from him today as he gets another touch and a little bit more pacing on it. Big challenge in the midfield to keep Blue up on the offense. And a nice slow roller. Nass, if he had pace on it, probably a goal, but try to control it instead. Still sustained pressure. As the soft touch gets read well. And a miss in the midfield allows Tekos to put a shot towards the target of Jobless. Start to see some demos on rotation, open up a little bit of that spacing that we talked about in the first game, as this one's a wide open net. Ixo's going to check too, as a clean redirect. And a 2-goal lead. Again, Oli low on boost. Would have had an open net, but don't want to leave it a chance. Another kickoff, back corner. Played well for possession as both players trying to find each other midair. Would have been a clean one. Play doesn't develop. A cheeky little back pass over to Oli. Good 50 and up to Nass. Might get beat, and he does. Teko's there with a clean read. Spends a ton of boost trying to get back to it, but now 2 players running into each other. They put on the brakes, and a mistake punished. Again, fortunate landing here for Ixo. Oli's on the clean rotation. Should have been able to get there in time. Fortunate circumstance, but that's why we're happy with the 2-goal buffer. See if they can bring it on back. Jobless been dominating the kickoff game. Every single one perfectly controlled. As Nass solo play off the ceiling. It's a pass over to Ixo. Clean efforts here. Nass, who's been going solo a lot, instead this time lays it off. And they get past all 3 defenders in net. Clean play developed. And finally not able to win that kickoff. So it is Fake GA up on offense. Rizek's looking for a double. Can't quite succeed. Starting to see a little bit more methodical breakout here. Ixo again Utilizing the space being provided. The first touch, slow and methodical with the dribble. No one challenged him. This time, it's a solo play with an air dribble. Again, Jobless doing a good job of keeping it close to their chest. They don't want to give away any of these possessions for free. Has a big clear downfield. Another redirect. He does it again. This time, it's Oli who's going to take the shot instead of Ixo. The duo working quite well together. Even with that light hesitation from Oli, he's still able to get to the position, and powerful far post. Jiggy fake kickoff. It's a good pinch pass. They're just adding them up. Again, it's a beautiful follow through on that kickoff. It's a hard sheet, very aggressive. I think benefits of that is even if it doesn't work out, you've still got Nas in the backfield who you know he's going to be able to extend the play and buy them time. Again, same kickoff. This time looks like fake GA a little bit more ready for it as this one goes on through. Pass over to Oli, no boost. He's going to rotate through. Off the ceiling, flying high. He gets a nose on it. It pinches into the midfield. And plenty of coverage. So now, flip reset over to Ixo, who pre-jumps. Can't quite connect, but an awkward touch. Trying to make these saves difficult. As the counterattack play comes out from fake GA, it's not as big as a threat as it needs to be. As they do everything in their power, finding a way to sustain this offense. And there it goes. Tekos again. A player who got quite a bit of attention this last year of RLCS. Maintains possession, and then last second infield pass to Ixo. And he's trying to cover the backboard and has to jump off. It's tough to get that angle. They kick off the dangerous one. Somehow Ixo, no boost, is still able to get to it. He has one more touch. Now there's a little bit of overlap. It is going to be Ivan who brings it back the other way for fake GA. Orange sets up in the midfield. They do get a beat. Able to keep it up on offense. It's on target. Defense sweeps on through. In the middle again. Double commit and a demo. This could be a chance unless someone has a touch. It's going to be Oli. Our first series of the day, you saw him do that plenty. He held the defense in troublesome times, even with low boost. Position-wise has been pretty solid. Here he is again, into the corner. No one gets that first touch, but doesn't matter. Ixo happy to stay on the backboard. And a quick alleviation of pressure. Big clear downfield with two players. Minimizing that threat when on defense. As a little bit awkward here. We see some overlap. Ixo's on the rotation back, and he's trying to get out of the way, but Oli caught backwards. Riz is happy to just run into that one and dive it through. I do like the aggression from Jobless. I think it helps them a lot with some of these overlapping plays when they're controlling and facilitating, and I think a lot of it is Nas. Nas has been doing a really good job as the latest edition of, controlling that ball on the way out. Even Ixo, if we really want to talk about it, Ixo's been really, really smart with his decision making. Slow touches, air dribbles, keeping it close, but what that does for buying time, what allows that for getting into position has been monumental for the team. So I will agree though with chat, letting in some goals they definitely shouldn't be, but overall they have been dominating possession. Jumping into game 2. Here we are. Another play off the kickoff. Nas is able to make his way all the way through, but now it's a demo, and it doesn't get freer than that. That's a great demo on rotation. You talk about a heads-up play. A lot of players like that, like Ivan, want to rotate back and make sure they cover, but might as well capitalize on the mistakes. A little bit of banter from Oli in the chat saying, "Ref, please skip. We saw what happened." Can they get a response to Teko's high pop? It's a safe spot for it to be temporarily. It's brought back into the midfield. Gonna be tough with follow through. Oli no boost. He does get it in, and a nose not quite there. Ixo just a tad off the mark, but it doesn't matter. The follow through, plenty of pressure. Jobless trying to get it on back. Into the corner, and Oli's still there. It's into the midfield. Nas double touch, gets the read and neutralizes. As into the midfield, Ixo shot top right, and it's a bit off the mark. Right idea to apply that meteor pressure, force someone to go and make a save, as these guys finding each other quite well. It's suffocating, but they got to find a way to turn it back in. Going past into the midfield. Chase down well. Rizex able to stop one, and bump plays off the other. You can see aggression from Ivan, but is it going to come back to punish them? Another shot. It's a miss, but that one will not. Ends up working out in their favor. Nas, even with the placement, probably had two defenders able to make a save. But instead of hits post and comes on out, Oli's got his pickings of the litter. Little nervous here about Jobless. That kickoff is a bit telegraphed at this point. Could get punished for it. If that one's on target, it's another goal on the big clear, but instead, off the corner, trying to go for a pass with Ixo. Doesn't work out. Oli plenty of boost. Gets past one. It's a wide open net. Nas happy to just chip that one in. Which player is going to steal it? It's going to be Oli up in front. He creates the play. He secures the goal. Jobless again with the lead. Again, appreciate y'all tuning in. We've got two teams both 1-0 so far in league play going up. Fake GAs came out of the gate swinging. I'm pretty sure they took down Resolve, who is our third match of the day. And what looks very likely, if the guys keep this up, a chance to go 3-0 and starting strong. And what a telltale sign it would be if the guys are able to start 9-0 on the day. We're going to knock on wood so we don't jinx that one. But, you know, we talk a lot about during the offseason and the opportunities that are provided for these teams. And for some reason, some of them are turning it down for whatever reason. Wow, what a save! A diving save from the defense. I thought that was in for sure, but man... Ixo with a double. No, it's a tough read. Goes straight down. Luckily gets the back pass and a little bit of a save. Body potentially in the way. But for teams like Jobless that, you know, I was talking to Fruity's like, you know, some of us have been unsigned on a team for almost 2 years. You know, we need a home. We want an org to rep. You know, series like this are a great way. You know, this increases a lot of that individual talent, a lot of that individual merit of, hey, like I am of capability to be picked up. And if they come in as a team and showcase, hey, we are the true #1 outside of the French, that's a good opportunity. So I know there are some orgs lurking. There is some orgs that are paying attention. So it's a really good chance to really continue to make that name for yourself, as that one needs to be cleared to the corner. Instead, it kills in front of the net. Fake J happy to pick up the pieces. Both Oli and Ixo, right intentions, but it completely kills as they bump into each other. Same kickoff again, and the reason they're going for it, to kind of break it down for you guys, is that first player sweeps on through. And because they don't hit it, they're allowed to go get midfield possession and get the 100 boost in the midfield. The second player kicks back directly to them, which makes it really easy to kind of have that least angle of resistance and clear it out. So they've done it pretty much every single time here, and it's worked out for some. But again, if teams are paying attention, if I can see it and recognize it, these coaches and these players should be able to come up with a counter pretty quickly. Infield pass. Defense in the way. Kicks all the way downfield up to Ivan. Good 50. Ixo again. Solo play off the ceiling. Trying to go for a double flip reset. Can't get it. Ends up being a pass. As now it's Oli in a 1v2. Bump play, taking his time, gets some help from the teammates. Plenty of bodies in the way. And they're able to maintain possession. Gonna be up to Ixo. Probably going to want to play this slow, but Teko's on it aggressively in front of the net. Ass wants to play that downfield, but instead it's back towards his own target. Need to find a way to get this out. Good 50. Up to Ivan. Can't get the connection, so just puts a body in the way with the remaining boost. Gonna have to rotate back aggressively. It's a good demo on the sweep through. That should be an open net to work with, but somehow Rizek's a high pop and a good save. Still within one and a chance to play in that 0-second time as an infield pass on the dime saved. Oli with one, trying to get that redirect on two, but now just having to lob it back downfield. They're in a dangerous spot. Can they hold on? A pinch out here. This should be nice and easy. It's going to be a pinch. It's on target, but not quite Cookser. Is that one kept alive? Up to Rizex. Where's the challenge? It's going to be an ass. Intercepted. A bump play on an open net. Kenteko's off the backboard. Pass it back to his teammate. A pre-jump. It's still up. Ivan shot redirected. But Nass happy to sit behind it. Throw it down. And Jobless 2-0 in the series and on match point. Much closer game there in game two. Even with Jobless a majority of the time on offense, not able to find the goals that they were previously. It is Oli. It is Oli with a Hattie. 9 shots on target. Again, the offense was there. They just could not find the back of the net. You know, you see a lot of people on talk in chat actually, you know, praising the guys. Hey, someone should employ these guys. And I totally agree. Obviously, you want all of these players to find a home. But Nass has really provided a sense of calmness, I think, to the team. You know, previous times where I watched Jobless, there's definitely some mix-ups. There's some sloppiness, overlap. But there's a bit of composure, it feels like, to the team. There's a sense of, like... Again, calmness is the word that comes to mind. They just feel composed in their decisions. Yeah, Oli looks like he's playing comfortable. Ixo feel like he has plenty of time and space to go and do whatever he wants. It's been nice. Despite that close series. And still not over yet. Again, what a way to start the day if it would be a quick 3-0, 3-0, and 6-0 in the series. Currently, the guys do sit at the top of the leaderboards at number 1 with their 1-0 win. But now, threatening spot. And plenty of patience. They're not going to get punished for it. Makes it easy to clear away. Ixo, multiple touches. He's going to have one more. Can he play it into the midfield? Oli with no boost. It's up to Nass. He's going to have to extend this to the sidewall. Doesn't get the sidewall shot, but now it's a shot on target trying to find the bump on the last defender. It is Teko's. Clean save and a boost secured on the outside. He's going to let Evan break on out. Hopefully through rotation. No, never mind. It doesn't matter. Nass double backs on it, and it's a big challenge. Looked like he was going to rotate out, but instead it's pinched back into their own net. Again, intelligent decision. We talk about heads-up plays. And while, yes, get through rotation, play cleanly, sometimes you got to cut that rotation to apply the pressure, and you see it pay off here. And Jobless today, been leading with pretty much every game out of the gate, first goal. And been able to maintain that lead. Statistically speaking, teams that score first are like 78% more likely to win. I forget what the exact stat was last time we checked. It's been a bit. But very much so in their favor. As a poor flick trying to be covered. It's a great bump play. See him sweeping through on that back line. Ivan been quite a bully. You see it there again. He's hunting for Oli on the back. Comes back through with that Hunter boost and finds him eventually. It's a good bump to open it up. Again, if Fake GA want to have any chance in this series, they have to be disruptive. as they've had a really hard time getting anything going. And as Jobless clean rotation play breaks out, been tough as their spacing has been impeccable, covering everywhere on the field, finding these passes cross body. For the touch here, Oli, a little bit too much power, goes high. The follow up there. Can he do it one more time? No, covered well. Expect Ixo to blast it back in, but Oli, only with a little bit boost to his name, does get a touch and makes it awkward. Should allow them to sustain the offense. It does get around. Nass is clear. Ends up being a fortunate back pass as Oli passed one. Up to Nass. Has the double. Uncontested. No. Rizx checks back. And for Ixo, trying to go for a cheeky sidewall self pass. It's not going to be there. Trying to find a demo on the sweep through. He's not going to get it, but a little bit of bully. It's enough to keep this on the orange half. As Ivan passed one, he's going to get past two. Ivan and GA finally taking a lead. You see Oli on the rotation back. He's going for plenty of bumps, and Ivan's still able to stick with it. When you're not supersonic, you're not going to get the demo. Propels him forward. He gets the recovery, and you know those like super cringe, like pros don't want you to know these 5 tips thing? Like there's those videos like these quick, easy tips will make you better. The one thing I can tell you that every player does that for some reason lower ranks don't, they're almost always holding their power slide key. Like without fail. To maintain, like in a physics-based game, it basically gets rid of any friction on the ground. So when you hold that power slide, whether you're being bumped or buddied around, you don't stop. There's no traction on the wheels, so you just keep going. Anytime you get a hit or bashed around, just hold your power slide. You'll keep going. You'll maintain your possession. Then you can just dodge, flip out of it, and keep going at supersonic. Either way, Fake GA got another one in the meantime. 2-goal lead. And a lot of aggression. It's the first time Jobless has had to play from behind. Curious to see how they respond. Popped up high and challenge on the midfield. It's going to be Ixo first. Can he play it back over to his teammate? Free jump play and a little bit too hyper aggressive. That's a wide open net, and not exactly sure why they went with that one. Again, multiple players there. Ixo had the right idea to pass it to the outside, but you've got to lead that pass forward. And when you have everybody bunched up, all it takes is one challenge and everybody gets brought out of the play. Case in point, another goal for Fake GA. Still plenty of time. 3 goals, definitely doable. He's still trying to go for that pass, but doesn't recognize his teammate. No boost. So solo plop for Nass. It is an air dribble bump, but no one there to take the shot afterwards. And usually in game 3, most teams do their best adjusting. As game 1 kind of a warm-up, kind of a feeler. Game 2, the better team usually wins in a close series. And then game 3 is when those adjustments really come through. And as of now, pacing-wise and everything else, that one, Ixo, nothing you can do about it. That's a rotation pinch that goes downfield. Been quite the response for Fake GA. Again, this is the first time we've seen today them really challenged in their playstyle. Has multiple challenges here. Oli and Ixo having a quick conversation on who should take it. Ends up being Oli who kicks on back and allows Ixo to get back into possession. And a big clear downfield. Tough chip up. That's 2. It's up to Nass. Can he get a 3rd? If only the team had boost. And that's really been the difference maker if you really want to talk about it. Fake GA has dominated the boost game in the past half. Almost every time you see these guys rotate through, it's either a demo and they're having to reset, no momentum to go through. Or, you know, you got someone like Oli where he goes to make a touch and he's only got, 10 boosts in the tank. So a great response from Fake GA here. So good, in fact, it's going to force Nass to feel a little bit of placebo. and go change his car. As we take a look at the post-match stats, and very, very telling there for Fake GA. Shots from Tecos, and everything being assisted by Rizex. While Ivan, although not scoring anything more than one, disruptive plays, bumps on the back end, doing whatever he can to keep the play going. So, again, a team effort from Fake GA. Looked good doing it. Yeah, somehow Jobless did use a lot of boost there, but it was very ineffective. Part of the reason why, and to kind of explain that boost usage, is when you're getting demoed, you get 33 boost back. And then when you go to use it, you have to use boost to get your speed back into play. Like it is easier to just maintain supersonic in speed and spacing. But when you get demoed, you're coming from a standstill, so then you have to use all that boost to catch back up and collect pads to use even more boost to get yourself back into position. So again, a lot of expended boost, but it is not effective boost usage. Definitely some double commits, but credit where it's due. That's due to Ivan. Ivan's bump plays making it a little bit panicky on the side of Jobless. I talked about that again in game one. The only way you're going to beat them is if you find ways to play disruptive, because when they get clean rotation, they are a tough team to beat. If they can do it again. Into the midfield. Ixo, good block. It's up to Oli. Out the corner. Tries to play it slow, but it kicks on out. So again, opting to go for the 100 in the midfield. Decides to play it solo. Goes for the block. Kicks out. Nas with a shot, and Tecos is there. It's a good save. The offense still on for Jobless. They've been able to score first all day. Can they do it yet again? With Nas off the ceiling. It's a good read by Ivan. Read is there. Delayed shot. It's a flip reset. Holy! Oh my goodness! Wow. Again, for those that haven't been around since the OG days, we were wondering what that Neo Tokyo update was going to do for the meta. The ability to say, hey, you no longer lose your boost if you, or you don't lose your jump if you don't use it. As long as you fall off naturally, you can keep going. And he does it in perfect example there. Potentially got a flip reset underneath it as well. But either way, great usage of the space being provided. It's a clean play and an aggressive one. Up to Nas, has the dodge in front. Can't get in front of it yet again. Rizex opting to play slow, even with a low boost. It's a big flick. But Nas able to sweep on through. He's been effective cutting off these plays and not leaving things to chance. As again, another shot comes on through. Pass down, controlled in front of the net. Multiple 50-50s. As everything from both sides trying to play aggressive. Ixo comes off that sidewall. Looked like a bit of a breezy, but doesn't get the pop, so no power behind it. Throws it back in Fake GA's possession before they put one downfield lofted. It's controlled. Oli trying to get through, but it's awkward. He gets tripped up. And that's not trying to leave it a chance. Another big counter up to Oli. Can't find a controlled touch, but still being a nuisance in front of the net. It's coming straight down. Where's the shot going to be placed? Bottom right. Easy save for Tecos. It's a pinch clear, but does not matter. Oli already back on defense. Tries to lob it downfield. It's not there. Touch is not that threatening. They're able to control it into the corner wall. It's actually an accidental back touch. It's popped high. Can Ixo get underneath it? Wanted to flip and extend the play, but he can't. As it's a little bit chippy, a pass over to the other side. They are going to beat out Ivan, but now Nas without boost. Going to miss the midfield. Can Ixo get it? No, it's actually barred down and in a threatening spot. Jobless going to count their lucky stars as they're able to break on out. And trying to find those plus ones. The demo on rotation should slow down this offensive push just a tiny bit. But they need to be careful as multiple players coming in, consecutive touches. And they can't find a clear. Even on the rotation out, it's a little bit of a trip up. As Rizex and Ivan, they find each other. Again, into the midfield, challenged early by Oli. Jobless doing whatever they can to keep this on the other half. Over just a minute. 1 goal lead. You know they would like that buffer. As the guy's hunting for another shot. It's another good read and a big clear. Absolutely clutch from Rizex. Down goes over the top. He's there again. Covers it well. Air roll save. And pitches back the other way. Ixo trying to go for a big 50 in front of the net. And Ivan staying close behind. Absolutely crucial to win that 50. Again, that space, if it's provided, it's going to be a power hit back the other way. All teams now trying to find their boost, but it's a good pass play. Flip reset and slow down a little bit of a change up. But read well by the defense of Jobless. Having to defend now. Nas pass one. Going to control it with another. Slow play and trying to be methodical. He wanted that midfield boost, but it's aggressive. And again, what was before non-stop follow-up on the offensive half. Both teams knowing 1 goal is all it takes. And Nas is happy to drive that one into the ground. And Jobless give them another win in their column. That is 2-0 on the day.